Matt Snyder. I'm the CMO of OmniMesh and INFINIZE.
I'm Brian Kavanaugh, Chief Operating Officer of OmniMesh and INFINIZE.
We started with INFINIZE, which is a consulting company working with companies around areas of transformational technology.
Right, and INFINIZE grew out of another company that another partner of ours had started 20 years ago. I was working with him on building a strategic consulting practice out of that company. It was an IT services company. He sold that company off, and then he and I were focused on building the strategic consulting practice. We were going to consult with companies about how changes in technology were disrupting businesses and help them cope with that. And that was the beginning of INFINIZE. Always doubts. I mean, you start with basically nothing, and we had a great idea, and we felt we could convince people that we could help them, but it was tricky because we didn't have a brand. We're not Accenture, we're not a Big Four firm, so it's hard to convince firms that we really do have the answers. So that was the struggle in the early days.
Well, the industry going forward, so wireless mesh technology is emerging in hundreds of markets around the world. We see it as being the next big thing for drone command and control. And INFINIZE's place in that is really a spin-off company of INFINIZE called OmniMesh. We are going to become the de facto solution for wireless command and control. The next best alternative to very expensive solutions like Verizon or Iridium, using Wi-Fi networks to give beyond visual line of sight control, geofencing, and really an overall enhancement to the safety of the entire unmanned aerial systems market.
Right, so connecting back to what we were doing with INFINIZE and counseling companies on disruptive technologies, the most disruptive coming technology is mesh networking. It's going to change the way that we consume information and connect with people. And really, we're using mesh networking in the short term, as Matt said, for command and control of drones, but long term there's huge possibilities to revolutionize how we communicate, and that's our bigger picture focus.
Just to put that in some perspective for the viewer, mesh networking figures to be a bigger deal than the internet. It figures to be a more fundamental change in the way that we deal with each other and that we access information and share information and decide what to share and what not to share. Mesh networking done the way we intend to do it is going to be even more revolutionary than the internet was close to 30 years ago.